everybody. How are you doing tonight, today, this evening, this afternoon, this morning? Whatever time you're watching this, hopefully you're watching me live. This is Bass Talk with Freekbass. We are here every Wednesday night live, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So if you want to tune in when we're watching live, hello everybody. But there's probably a good chance that maybe you're watching this at a different time when it was convenient to you. So whenever you're watching it, awesome. I'm glad you're here. Again, I'm here every Wednesday night live, 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's at the Facebook page, which is facebook.com, Freekbass Music. Over at YouTube, which is youtube.com, the Freekbass channel. Please, if you're at YouTube and you're digging what you're seeing, please, the old magical thumbs up, hit the magical thumbs up. And also, please subscribe to the channel. That would be incredible. And if you're over at Twitch, too, hello to you over at Twitch. So we talk everything bass here, everything. We did, what did we do last week? We did I think we did some funk bass line techniques. No. Last week was a review. We did a review on the MXR Bass Octave Deluxe, which is a great pedal too. So if you want to get a chance, go back and watch that video too. So, but tonight, what we're going to do, one thing I realized with all the videos I've done over the last few months here is that I haven't really talked too much about strengthening exercises, which are like so important when I teach, and anybody that's watching that I've given a lesson to, or anybody would know that one of the very first things I do on the very first lesson is we talk about ways to get our hands strong and have strength in our fingers. Generally, when you start playing, these fingers tend to be a lot stronger than these two. So you want to get each one of them equally strong and equally coordinated. And so I've got 3 exercises today that will really help with that a lot, I think. And whether you're a total beginner, these will work great for you. Or if you've been playing for years and years and years, these will work well for you. I still use, these aren't just beginner exercises. I use these all the time if I haven't played in a few days and I'm feeling a little rusty, or I'm getting ready for a big show or a big recording session. All these will work too. So the big thing with each one of these is you want to do these very slow, because you want to be building that strength up as you're physically holding the note down, which I'll talk more a bit about that as well. And make sure too, you stay to the very end of this video, because I got something really cool to show you that will take all these little exercises I'm showing you and take them to a whole nother level. So at the end of the video, I'll share that little secret with you as well. So, all right, but start off the first one here. And this one I call the cycle, okay? Because it's like 4 different cycles. What you've got 4 fingers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have our first 4 frets, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And of course we have 4 strings, 1, 2, 3, and 4, E, A, D, and G. Now, real quick, with this exercise, if you're a total beginner and you're having a hard time with this, one thing you could do, I'm starting on the 1st fret, but you could maybe start all the way up on the 9th fret. Instead of going 1 through 4, go 9 through 12. And the nice thing about that is because the frets get a little smaller up here. Okay, so that's totally cool to do that. And then maybe eventually work your way down. Okay, but we're going to start on the lower frets here. So very simple. 1st fret, 1st finger, 2nd fret, 2nd finger, 3rd fret, 3rd finger, 4th fret, 4th finger. How easy is that, right? But what we're going to do is we're just going to do that over and over. Each time we start over, we're going to move down to the next string 1st fret, just with our 1st finger. Everything else is staying here on the E string. All right, now I'm going to move down to the next string, D string, 1st fret. 2, 3, 4 on the E, and then finally, right there. So each time we're starting over, we're moving the 1st finger down a fret, but everything else is staying on the E string with our other fingers 2, 3, and 4. Fingers 2, 3, and 4, and frets 2, 3, and 4. All right, that's cycle 1. Cycle 2, exact same thing. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the E string. But each time we start over this time, our 2nd finger is making that little trip each time. All right, just like this across. Everything else is staying on the E string, including that 1st finger. Just the 2nd finger is moving down a string each time, all right? That's cycle 2. Now we're going to go to cycle 3, and I'm sure you're starting to figure this out now. Start off 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go 3rd finger is making that trip each time. And finally. All right. And finally, cycle 4, which of course will be our pinky making that trip each time. Go. That's the cycle. It's a great exercise. Will build finger strength. Do it slow, like I said. Even if you could play it like this, like quickly like that, that's not going to do you as much, because that'd be like going to the gym and lifting weights like this. When you go to the gym, you lift the weights very slow like this, right, to build up that strength. So that's the same thing we want to do. You also want to try to focus on not getting a lot of buzz on your notes. You know, try to get them nice, smooth, so that transition will be real nice all the way across. So exercise 1. Now exercise 2, I call this the X exercise, like the letter X. So what you're going to do is still first fret, and again, if you're having trouble, you can always start at a different part of your, a little farther up the neck, where the frets are smaller, but we're starting down here. First fret, first finger, second fret, second finger, third fret, third finger, fourth fret, fourth finger, each on a different string as you go. So E string, A string, D string, G string. And then we're going to crisscross it back. First fret on the G string, second fret on the D string, third fret on the A string, fourth fret on the E string. So you got, you're making an X, basically crisscrossing. All right, then we'll move to the second fret, exact same thing. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Third fret, same thing. And you notice I'm doing this real nice and slow. I'm not like that, you know, we want to keep it real slow. Another really good thing to do too, and you know, we talk so much about groove in here on Bass Talk with Freekbass, is play with some kind of timekeeping device, which is cool. You don't, you know, I'm not doing that right now because I want you to hear the notes really well, but you can, you know, that's all, and it makes it more, you know, makes it more fun too as well. So you could do that as well. Put on like a drum beat 4 on the floor or something, and just gradually work up the neck. Just like that. And you can go all the way to the top of the neck if you want, but you know, I usually go up to about at least the 7th fret. You know, maybe if I'm feeling really crazy, I go up to the 12th fret to the double dot. Okay, so there's 2 exercises, and don't forget, you want to stick around at the end of this video, because I got something special to show you to really take these exercises all up to the next level in terms of strength in your hand. All right, finally our third one. All right, and this is where you're starting. I'm going between my A and my E string. I'm starting on my A string. I'm basically using all the dots, okay, from the double dot down. So I'm going from 9th fret to 7th fret to 5th fret to 3rd fret. Okay, no particular reason. I just like the way it sounds. It's nice because you got the dots right there. You can use that as a little reference point. But I'm starting on the A. Now I'm not starting on the E. So we're going back and forth from the A to the E. So what we're doing, basically we're doing like kind of like parallel fifths, or starting on one note and going adding the 5th and then the 9th above that, if you want to get real theory about it. All right, but so we're starting on the 9th fret on the A, which is an F sharp, and then we're going up 2 frets on the D string to the C sharp. So moving up, and I use my middle finger. All right, you can use your 3rd finger, but I think the middle finger, because you get a nice little rotation there. 9 to 11, and then we're going to go up another 2 frets with our pinky. Now you want to definitely make sure you use your pinky on that last one. All right, because again, we're trying to build up these other fingers too as well. So, and you see I'm kind of just doing a nice little rotation there all the way across. Thumb right there in the center of the back of the neck, behind that right there. Then we're going to go straight back and do the exact same thing on the E string. 9 on the E, 11 on the A, 13 on the D. So, okay, then we're going to move it down. We're going to do the same thing, down 2 frets, starting on the 7th fret to the 9th fret to the 11th fret. So E to B to F sharp. Straight back to the E string, same thing, B to F sharp to C sharp. So 9, 11, or excuse me, I said 9, didn't I? 7, 9, 11, 7, 9, 11. I think I said 9 before, but it's 7. Now we're going to move down to the 5th fret, the next dot. 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9. So D, A, E, B. And then finally, 3 on the A, 5 on the D, 7 on the G, 3 on the E, 5 on the A, 7 on the D. So C, G, D, G, D, A. Okay? And you're going to kind of do this with kind of like a triplet-y feel, like triplets, like 1, 2, 3, da, 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 1, 2, 3. Triplet, triplet. And just work it on the neck. You notice I'm very consciously trying not to get any buzz too, as much as I can. Real nice, smooth transitions between each note, holding the note down all the way till you get to that following. There you go. So if you add all those together, you know, we got the cycle. Run through all those, go straight into the X exercise. Maybe up to the 7th fret and then end off with a... You do all those right in a row. You can do them individually or you do them all right in a row if you want a real heavy workout. Now the magical mystery tour here for what I was going to tell you. This is the thing you can do with these exercises, all exercises. You can even do this doing scales, any bass line you normally play, but try this. It's one of my old bass teachers taught me when I was a real little kid. When I first started playing, one of my bass teachers taught me this, and I never will forget it, and it's always stuck with me. When you're doing strengthening exercises, try playing it with your thumb away from the neck. So I'd be playing the cycle like this, or the X exercise like this. I'm not touching the thumb right now. I'm trying to get you a little, so you can kind of see. Again, try to get it to sound as good. Now, why is that good? Well, it's kind of like a baseball player before they go up to hit. You know, they either put a couple donuts on their bat, or they warm up with 2 bats. You know, get really, really warmed up, and when they go up to the plate, what do? They get rid of those donuts with that extra bat. They have the 1 bat, and it makes it twice as easy for them to hit. And that's kind of what we're going to kind of doing right now. We're trying to make it a little harder on ourselves. But when we do bring the thumb back, not only does it give you the strength of the thumb, but it also kind of reiterates how important that thumb is and the job that thumb does. It's kind of like you've heard the story of the drummer that like breaks one arm and they have to start playing hi-hat like with their right-handed, but they have to play left-handed. So they get really good with their left hand, and when their right hand heals up again, they're just that much better because now they've got 2 hands. Or like the boxer, they tie like their weaker hand behind their back, or their stronger hand behind their back, and they practice with their weaker hand. It's kind of the same thing we're doing with this too. So it's a great way to do it. It'll work on any exercise, not just the ones I'm showing you. But I think all these are really good starters. Do them nice and slow. I think you'll really like these a lot. And that's it. So I hope everybody has a great week. Make sure you join me Saturday night if you're at the Facebook page for Saturday Night Chit Chat. Got great guests. I had Michael League on from Snarky Puppy last week, which was great conversation. Go back and watch that. Bass player from that band. It's an amazing band. Got some great guests coming up too as well. That's every Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And of course, I'm here every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. and obviously all the time at YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. Thank you all so much. Let me know. Please leave any comments down below if you got any questions.